Here at Shallowford Farm, our city girls are getting to grips with the livestock.
So this one's got its baby teeth.
Oh!
Do you see all its little baby teeth? As they get older, they'll start pushing through their adult mature teeth.
Doesn't that hurt?
And they'll grow 2 teeth per year. So who wants to tell me, is this a boy or a girl?
A boy. Girl.
It's a boy.
Told you. Because of his little
Deep in it, look at that.
I want to play it.
You can plait it?
Yeah.
The group are clearly enjoying the sights and sounds of the countryside. Meanwhile, residents who live around Southwark Cathedral are having to get used to life without the sound of the famous bells.
Church bells and Sundays go together like tea and cake, but they can also signify births, deaths, the joy of a wedding day or a simple call to service. At Southwark Cathedral, the oldest cathedral church in London, the ancient bells have fallen silent. The cathedral stands at the oldest entry to the City of London. Thousands of passers-by have been touched by the historic bells, that is until they were taken down last July to be refurbished. Hannah Taylor is the ringmaster, or musical conductor to me and you, of these cherished bells. They might look pristine here on the church floor, but that's because they've just returned from the foundry and are now ready to make their long ascent to the bell tower. Why were they taken down?
They've been up there in the current conditions since the war, so they were becoming increasingly difficult to handle. And so we launched the project to raise the money to get them out. So it's their 100-year MOT, if you like. That's how we're looking at it. Each of the bells kind of handles slightly differently, I guess, as it would be in an orchestra with different instruments. And so if we take this one here, this is the biggest one. So this is new. So the old bell, whilst it was a really good bell, it just didn't quite fit with the rest of them. And so that's why we had the old one melted down and recast. And he's kind of the most popular because he's the heaviest.
And they have names, presumably?
Yes, he was called Andrew, after the patron saint of Scotland, because the donor is Scottish.
Yeah.
So the 2 new bells have been christened. They were christened at a baptism service. We had christening cake and everything. And there's a bit of worry because, you know, there's quite a lot of responsibilities. You know, we're custodians of these bells.
Of course.
And so we want to make sure that they're in a fit state to ring for the next 100 years.
But for here and now, it's about time these bells were restored to their rightful home. So I'm going to press the button to bring the bell up because they're going to swap it from one chain to another, but I get to press the button. For the Dean, Andrew Nunn, this is a moment not to be missed.
Come in here, Kate. This is the ringing chamber.
Wow!
So the bells reach this level. It needs to go up one more level to where the bells are actually hung, but this is where the ringers will eventually ring the bells. And they're so important to people because everybody knows the sound of their church bells. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
from village life, from town life, from city life.
As you stand here next to this bell, it's not many people that have seen them this close.
Well, that's been the most amazing thing, to actually have them all down in the cathedral, all together. So we're very privileged because maybe another 100 years before this happens again.
Yeah. Certainly not in our lifetime.
Certainly not in my lifetime.
They're so much more than just bells.
Yeah, but they have a character, they have a personality.
So these bells are a few months off being rung properly, but I just can't resist having a little go myself. Here goes. Can you imagine if I did that and it broke? That is such a great sound. It's late February and the bells are finally doing what they do best. Ringing! And we stay in Southwark for our next hymn.
Just over a week ago we heard the sad news of the death of singer-songwriter Peter Skellern. Ordained last October, he's best known for his 1972 hit You're a Lady. Peter appeared on Songs of Praise on a number of occasions and composed music especially for us, including this piece, Waiting for the Word, which he performed in 2001.
I could follow you, I could be so true, I'm just waiting for the word. I could join the flock, I could be a rock, I'm just waiting for the word. Let me know you're here, call me loud and clear, for as yet I have not heard. I could shine a light, I could fight the fight, I'm just waiting for the word. I would heed the call, I would give my all, I'm just waiting for the word. I would be a flame, I would blaze your name, I'm just waiting for the word. Though my voice is weak, if you would but speak, I would shout what I had heard. I would sing to you, I would cling to you, I'm just waiting for the word. I will walk the way, I will kneel and pray, while I'm waiting for the word. I will do what's right, I will seek the light, while I'm waiting for the word. Though I'm full of doubt, do not turn me out, we are lost who have not heard. I will strive to be what you want of me, while I'm waiting for the word. I'm just waiting for the word.
On Shallowford Farm in Devon, the girls are understanding the differences between city life and country life.
Okay, off you go, girls.
But 70 miles away in Bridgwater in Somerset, children are trying to find out the differences between faiths. Christian worship has been fundamental to the local population here throughout the centuries, and in 1722 the Quaker Meeting House was built. Now, almost 300 years later, the building remains a place of worship as the town's only mosque. Mohammed brought his family from London to Bridgwater 12 years ago and played a key part in the mosque's creation.
We were a small community 10, 12 years ago. We used to pray on top of a small Indian takeaway in a room upstairs. Slowly by word of mouth it grew, and then realised there was more people than we could fit into that single room. There are more glamorous mosques with beautiful decorations all over the world. Obviously we're not in that kind of league to decorate it so lavishly. We are just a small community and everyone can come here and pray.
Though the family are practicing Muslims, when it came to choosing the right school for his 9-year-old son Habib, Mohammed chose St Mary's Church of England School, where Habib is the only Muslim pupil.
It has a good basis of education, and obviously the moral values of Christianity and Islam is similar.
Some of my classmates know I'm a Muslim and some don't. I like going to the school because I made lots of new friends and they always cheer me up when I'm down.
They've all got to write it on there then.
In school, we feel there is a need to try and help children develop their understanding of different faiths and cultures. Habib is a Muslim but has settled into our COV school, our Christian school, very well, and takes part in all the activities, the same activities as all the other children, including collective worship and visits to church and so on.
My classmates find me like a Christian that knows different things from different religions.
You're going to go out, you're going to put your coat on.
As part of their religious education, the teachers thought it a good idea to learn about Islam and have arranged a visit to Habib's mosque.
I've never been to a mosque and I think it would be a great experience.
I think there will be some people worshipping and sometimes maybe like a bit of a band there.
Really am quite excited to go because then you're learning about someone else's religion.
I'm excited that they're going to see what the mosques look like and their reactions.
Assalamu alaikum. That's very good. Welcome to Bridgewater Mosque.
As it's Friday, the children have come to the mosque to watch Jumrah, the traditional midday prayer. The children also get the opportunity to find out about some aspects of Islam.
Any questions?
Why was everybody else doing all the movements?
Movements, yeah, that's a very good question. So first of all, he did like this, Allahu Akbar. It's like saying God is great. And then you put your forehead and your nose on the ground. It's like this. See? And then you say few prayers from the Quran.
It's quite different to what we have, but it's quite exciting to see it.
It is important as we as a community to respect each other, respect each other's faiths and bond as a community and work together in this society.